Dear students, today we will see about History Lesson 1 Advent of the Europeans. Advent meaning is nothing but arrival of the Europeans. Okay. We know about the history. The history of India is divided into three different periods. That is ancient period, medieval period, modern period. Ancient period time ruled by Hindus, then Hindu kings, then medieval period ruled by Mughals, then modern period under the control by British. Okay. So already we know about, you learnt about the ancient period in the 6th standard, medieval period in 7th standard. This year we will see about the modern period, that is advent of the Europeans, those who are came from the foreigners to India. That is also in this lesson we will see about that. Okay, first one, introduction. Many of the foreign travelers, traders, missionaries is nothing but religious missions, and civil servants who came to India in the 18th and 19th centuries have left accounts of their experiences and their impressions of various parts of the country. To know the events of modern period, we have abundant sources at the international, national and regional level. Okay, now we will see about sources of modern India. What's the meaning of sources? Yes, you learnt already in the 6th and 7th standard, and I hope you know. It's okay, I will remind you. What's the sources? Sources are the supporting materials or records in the form of evidence that help to reconstruct the past. In simply way we will say sources is nothing but evidence. Okay. The sources for the history of modern India help us to know the political, socio-economic and cultural developments in the country. From the very beginning, the Portuguese, the Dutch, the French, the Danes and the English recorded their official transaction in India on the state papers. Well-preserved records are very valuable to know about their relations in India. All these sources are used for historical writing. Kinds of sources. Sources are classified into two types. We can write history with the help of sources like written sources and material sources. What is written sources? Written sources is evidence of written items, and then material sources like paintings, statues, etc. Okay, now we will see about written sources. After the advent of the printing press, numerous books were published in different languages. Hence, the people began to acquire knowledge easily in the fields like art, literature, history, and science. The Europeans came to know about the immense wealth of India from the accounts of Marco Polo. Already you know about him. In the 6th standard we learned about him. Okay. The wealth of India attracted Europeans to this country. What is in written sources? Okay. Written sources included literatures, travel accounts, diaries, autobiographies, pamphlets, government documents and manuscripts. What is autobiographies? Already you know. This is also you learnt in the 7th standard. Biography, autobiography, like that. So autobiography means an account of a person's life written by that person. Okay. Then pamphlets Pamphlets is nothing but a small booklet. Okay. Then manuscript. What is manuscript? That is handwritten books or documents. Okay. Then we will see about archives. What's the meaning of archives? That meaning is the place where historical documents and records are kept. Okay. Then this is the place where historical documents are preserved. The National Archives of India (NAI) is located in New Delhi. It has main source of information for understanding past administration as well as a guide to the present and future generations related to all matters. It contains authentic evidence for knowing the political, social, economic, cultural and scientific life and activities of the people of India. It is one of the largest archives in Asia. Do you know George William Forrest can rightly be called as the father of National Archives of India. You can see the picture. First one is National Archives Museum. Then second one is Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, this museum is in Tamil Nadu. So now we will see about the Tamil Nadu Archives. The Madras Record Office, presently known as Tamil Nadu Archives (TNA), is located in Chennai. It is one of the oldest and largest document repositories in southern India. Repositories means a person or thing regarded as a store of information. Okay. The most of the records in the Tamil Nadu Archives are in English. The collections include series of administrative record in Dutch, Danish, Persian and Marathi. Few documents are in French, Portuguese, Tamil and Urdu. Okay. Next we will see about material sources. Many paintings and statues are the main sources of modern Indian history. They give us a lot of information and the achievement of national leaders and historical personalities. Historical buildings like St. Francis Church at Cochin, St. Louis Fort at Pondicherry, St. George Fort in Madras, St. David Fort in Kadalur, India Gate, Parliament House, President House in New Delhi, etc. Different styles and techniques of Indian architecture. Other objects and materials of religious, cultural and historical value are collected and preserved in museum. These museums help to preserve and promote our cultural heritage. The National Museum in Delhi is the largest museum in India, which was established in 1949. Okay. Next one, coins. Another source is coins. Coins are a good source to know about administrative history. The first coinage in modern India under the crown was issued in 1862. The Reserve Bank of India was formally set up in 1935 and was empowered to issue Government of India notes. The first paper currency issued by RBI in January 1938 was 5 rupee notes bearing the portrait of King George VI. Okay. In ancient time, trade and commerce. In ancient time, there was a trade and commerce relationship between India and Europe. There was a great demand for Indian spices like pepper, cardamom, ginger and many other spices in Europe. During in Middle Ages, the trade relationship continued between India, Europe and other Asian countries. Okay. Okay, ma, next class we will see later. That time we will see about the land route between India and Europe. Okay, thank you, ma.